Hi, I'm from Instructional Media Services, and today we're going to talk about how to operate a classroom using a button box. If you're fortunate enough to have a classroom that uses a button box, which you'll find mounted permanently to the desktop, you'll find that it's probably the easiest way we have for operating a classroom. When you come into your classroom, normally the equipment will be off, and so your button box will look like this. To turn the projector on, you simply press and release the projector on button. You'll hear, for most of the projectors, you'll actually hear the projector beep to let you know it's starting up. Note that depending on the equipment that's in the classroom, both the projector and the document camera, there is a delay time associated with the startup of the equipment. What that means for you is that you can't do anything with the equipment until it's finished starting up. One of the ways you know it's finished starting up is when the projector on light stops blinking. You do not have to turn on any additional equipment. The document camera will be turned on by pressing this button as well as the projector. So now we're just waiting for the projector on light, which is now on, indicating that all the equipment is started up, including the document camera. We've also set the equipment up such that when you first start up the projector, your default screen being displayed will be the PC. If you want to change what's being displayed to the document camera, it's so simple. Press and release the document camera button. It'll take a couple of seconds and then the document camera will be displayed on your screen. If you have a DVD/VCR combo unit in your room, then the button for bringing that online would be the DVD/VCR button. Again, it will be automatically displayed. For laptop, we've put the laptop button there for you. If you need to use a laptop, typically we have some folks who use Mac laptops that they bring from home. If you want to do that, contact us and we'll show you how to do that. Normally that's not something we would support. So we'll go back to PC for a minute, and the PC will come up in a second and be displayed. When we have the PC displayed, or the document camera, or the DVD/VCR, or the laptop, you have these three buttons that are available to you. The first one is AV mute. What that does, and this is particularly helpful for classrooms where the whiteboard is located behind the screen, it allows you to temporarily stop the projection and the audio from whatever the source is. Pull the screen up, work on your whiteboard, pull your screen back down, and then press and release the AV mute button again to restore the projection. You'll notice when you press and release the AV mute button, it blinks red to let you know that the projection is being muted. Press it again to go back to normal operation. The other button that's neat that you have here is the freeze on-off button. Let's say you're watching a video or you're showing something on the document camera and you want to pause on what you're displaying long enough for you to make a change, say, to the document camera and continue to display what you had on there. You press and release the freeze button. Again, it'll blink red to let you know that freeze is on, and the display will continue to display what was being displayed when you press the button. To go back to normal operation, press and release the freeze button once more. Auto image is there. It's not a press and not a toggle button like the other two buttons, but it's a just press it one time button, and it will straighten out the image if the image on your display, in other words, the image that's being projected, for some reason is not being displayed properly. Sometimes that will happen, particularly when you swap video sources. If that happens, press the auto image button and release it. You'll notice it flashes green for 5 seconds just to let you know that it actually took, and the screen should come back for you. One more button that we have, or not button but knob, is the volume. Volume control is done right here on the button box. Controls the volume for each of the devices that are connected to the projector. Well, that's about it. If you have any questions about any of the equipment, or if the equipment doesn't work the way that we've advertised it does, please do not try to troubleshoot yourself, but give us a call. It's at extension 0444 or email us at ims@patrickhenry.edu and we will respond as quickly as possible. If you call us, be sure and leave a message because we're frequently out of the office helping in classrooms. One more thing I've got to show you, and that's the projection off. If I don't show you this, my coworker will get upset. You have to press and hold the projector off button for 2 seconds in order to make all the equipment turn itself off. The reason for that, the reason for the 2 seconds is so that if you're up here adjusting the volume and you bump the button, it won't turn the projector off on you in the middle of your classwork. So press and hold the projector off button for 2 seconds. We even got a note up here to remind you, for 2 seconds, and the button will start flashing. That indicates that the equipment is turning off. If you forget what you need to do, we have handy dandy instructions for you that we've printed out, and there's a copy in every room. And then, of course, this video will be available to you online, which you can view either in your office or you can review right here at your workstation. Any questions, call us at extension 0444.